Yes, hi, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Good to finally be on the phone with you.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I'm so excited.
Oh, I'm excited too, actually. I'm excited and I'm actually honored, to be on the phone, with a 15-year-old. I'm like, wow. I didn't know I was touching people that young, of age, and it's
Yeah,
like, say that again?
I say yeah,
Yeah, and
because
then
I've been watching YouTube videos for a long time since like during the summer,
mhm.
sure videos all the time. So wow,
Y-
I'm so excited.
yes, me too. But you know what it is though? You know what it is too?
Mhm.
Remember I told you it was another 15-year-old teenager that was contacting me and I thought it was the same person. You
Oh yeah, you say it was yeah, it was a
I'm not hearing you. What did you say?
you say it was like somebody
Name
named
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah.
Her name was Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, wait, Tanila and Aaliyah? I said, is these people the same people? And they're both 15 years old? I'm like, no, I'm bugging. I'm bugging out. I'm bugging out here. Now let me ask you a question. What make you what made you want to get a reading with me? Like what got you into this at 15 years old? What is your status? Tell me. I need to know cuz this is interesting.
Okay, so like I've been like during the summertime, I just went through like an awakening kind of. It's like
Mm.
everything changed, like the what I believed in, the way I eating and stuff like that. Like like when I started watching videos about the real deal about like Christianity and stuff, and then
Mm.
I started getting into like I think I watched one of your videos you did with somebody. You were talking about like veganism and stuff,
Mm.
and that really got me into like changing the way I ate. So I stopped eating meat and stuff, and then I'm trying to like
Wait,
make
so
a transition.
you stopped eating meat from the video that you saw. You was already on the path and then you seen that video and then you was like,
Yeah, I was kind of already there because I was really wanting to stop, and I just needed like some inspiration. I needed to see like other people doing it, so I just started
mm.
looking videos on YouTube, and then I found your video, and then I found the video on that channel, and then you said you did readings, and then I looked up, I tried to find you, and then I found your channel, and then that's when I started watching everything. So,
Oh. So then
mm,
so basically you just came out, well, basically your awakening basically came from over the summertime.
mhm.
Well, let
It
me go ahead.
kind of started before.
Mm.
Yeah, it was like, and then once I had time to myself, then I started getting into it a lot more because I was starting um, like I just started questioning a lot of stuff, like because on my dad's side, everybody is like Christian, like they're super, religious.
Mhm.
So I just asking questions, and they were like, "Well, you can't really question anything." And I'm like, "Wait, hold up, it just doesn't make sense." And
Mhm.
then I started deeper into it, and it's like this whole thing is like basically a lie. Like they want us
Mm.
to believe into all this stuff to keep you trapped in, and that's why turned to like spirituality because it's like you have more options and you're not
Wow.
limited to what you can do. So that's why I just it was like a big awakening during
W-
the summertime. And I just
Wow.
like yeah,
Wow. That's deep. The only reason
yeah.
why, let me tell you something, in my opinion, right, and just from, my experiences or whatnot, at 15 years old, me, I was still running the streets, being a teenager and being bad. I would not even think about any type of spirituality. So when I seen your email, and or I think was responding to most of my posts, commenting. Was it you?
Mhm.
Okay, 'cause you remember it's two of y'all, so I have to remember. But you was commenting under my post, and I'm like, she is. I was like, I'm so honored. Like you might be feeling honored, but I'm the one that's I'm the one that's honored to be on a phone with a 15-year-old wanting to get a reading from me. It's like, or wanting to get guidance, more guidance or whatnot, from the spirit
Yeah.
realm with me. So I was like, oh no, I gotta make time for you, right? The schedule's been a little shaky, yeah, but I knew that you and the other sister definitely have to just get in your mind, right? Because it's like, where did you start at? Like, where are you starting from? How did you come to this? Why are you interested? You get what I'm saying? Like, why? Like, why are you even interested? Like, is it your parents? Is
Oh,
it just you? Say
it's
that
my
again.
mother,
Mhm.
cause she kind of started it off like a little bit for me, cause she kind of questioned the Christianity thing too. So
Mm.
and she started getting into like tarot readings and stuff. And
Mhm.
that's the reason why I was interested in you, because you did readings, but it was like in a different form. Because my
Mhm.
mama, she kind of does it too, like
Mm.
with the car. So
Mhm.
that kind of like influenced me to start looking deeper into it. And
Mhm.
yeah, so
Mhm.
that it was kind of on her. But like on my dad's side, it's like Jesus this, Jesus that, and all this other stuff, and it's just like
Mhm.
and I'm
It, it's
and I'm
just it's just
yeah
it's
I'm
just not resonating with you anymore because things is coming
right.
into the light. People are ascending. I just did this video with this chemist by the name of Ray. Some people call him Cyree. And we're gonna post I'm gonna post the video, but we spoke about, basically what happens to the body, or what happens to the physical body when you transition, when you die. Where does the body
I was
go?
just watching a video on that. I was just watching a video on that.
Yeah. So we
The
was
lady.
hmm say that again.
Okay. So I was watching like some lady. She was talking about the exact same thing. She was like when you die or your spirit is released from this realm or whatever. She was talking about how to preserve the information that you learned about. So if you do decide to come back into the physical matrix, you can remember most of the things that you learned in the past life. So is that what y'all was talking about
We
in the video?
something very similar.
Yeah.
Something very similar. But then the reason why I mentioned him is because you spoke about Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ only means hey Ru. You understand? Only means
Yeah.
hey. Only
Yeah.
means hey Ru. So we got into acknowledging the Christ energy, or rather the Kundalini energy. We got
Yeah.
into the real meaning of what is like global warming. In terms
Yeah.
of global warming is not like, the rise of the weather shift or warm weather. Kundalini mostly deals with the rise of consciousness within black folks. And in the event, which happens around the summertime, right? Summertime, people explore more, and that's why it's interesting that you said that were on your mission or exploring during the summertime. That was your Kundalini rising, hence giving off the heat. The heat deals with the fire that sparks up, and then your pineal gland begins to open
Hello?
up. Yes. Can you hear me? Okay, what was the last thing
Yeah.
you heard me say?
You said how during the summertime the Kundalini energy is more stronger,
Right.
and that's what my experience with it.
Right. You understand?
Right.
So the main fact, I'm gonna tell you one thing that's coming through for you. I'm gonna tell you one thing that's coming through for you. Definitely your pineal gland is opened. Just from what you have expressed to me and your tone and your energy that I'm picking up from you, your pineal gland is open. Why? Because at the age of 15, see, what happens is hard. It's a little bit, in my opinion, it's a little bit more challenging for an adult pineal gland to open up compared to someone of a teenager, or even someone of a child. Someone of a child,
Yeah.
someone of a child. If somebody that was 7 years old came to me and said the same thing, that means that they are super aware. You understand? Because they're younger. Your pineal gland definitely has opened up the moment that you rejected false teachings, is what your spirit guides are saying. So I'm not sure if you wanted to ask me the question in terms of, am I on the right path? You actually are on the right path. You're on the right path of exploring and finding the truth, is what your spirit guides are saying. In one of your past life, and this is interesting, it ties in with now, one of your past life, you were a teacher. You spoke about occultism. You spoke about spirituality. You also spoke about births. What happens during birth, and about different galaxies and dimensions. Like, you were more so like a scholar. So with that being said, I'm not sure if you are rather a air sign, or even a water sign. Say that again.
I'm a Libra.
Yeah, makes sense. Always in your mind, right? Always thinking, seeking truth. Creativity with you. So, in any event, within this particular life cycle here and on planet Earth, you will do well with teaching. You will do well with helping people, or rather uplift people. But again, as you know, as I always tell my other clients, you got to do for yourself first. You have to be stable, or rather balanced out first, before you can go out and teach. But this is the bingo thing with you. The bingo thing with you is that you're starting at the age of 15. Many of my clients is probably over 25 or 28.
Wow.
You understand? Coming to me, this is what I'm saying. You have a real good advantage. Coming to me for guidance, which is all good. But 15 years old, imagine where you would be at the age of 20.
Wow.
Do you see my brother Pharaoh? Young Pharaoh, my brother? Do you know?
That was your brother?
He's not my biological brother, but we're we know each other personally. But that I just refer him to my brother. That's my brother. But you see how he's 23 years old. 23. Yeah. You understand? So, but he didn't get into this at 15. But I'm just saying the potential that this brother has at this age is magnificent. Now you yourself are starting, or you yourself are walking down the path of knowledge seeking at this 15 years old. At 18, you will be ill if you continue to do so. If you continue to resonate with your higher self. If you continue to go within. If you do not allow people to tip your scales. If you basically, rather one, because you're very, very mature. I'm going to let you know this now. You're very mature, so I would recommend that you hang out with people a little bit older than you. That's going to uplift you and not bring you down. I want you also to... Say that again?
I'm writing it as you're saying it, kind of. So,
well, this session is recorded. It's recorded.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I record most of my sessions. Most of my sessions are recorded.
Oh, okay. All right. Well.
Yeah. So in any event, beloved, in any event, both you and your mom, can get into some business. I see that happening very successful. If you say your mother is into tarot card, or she gets tarot card readings.
No, she does the reading.
There you go.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? There you go.
Mm-hmm.
So both you and your mom, at where you at 15 years old, I'm definitely feeling like you can develop your psychic abilities. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you how to do it. When I was going to sleep, or rather when I was waking up, one of the messages that my spirit guide said to me about you is, all she has to do is claim psychic abilities and they will open up. When I just claim it, I am psychic. I am psychic. I have psychic abilities. I can see things. I see this. I see.
Yes.
All you have to do is claim it and it will open up. Before I started doing readings for people publicly, um, I wasn't sure about I wasn't sure if my readings will be on point the way it's been on point, right? So within that process of coming out of my shell, right? Within my process of coming out with my shell, I always had to say that to myself that I am psychic. Mind you, I don't provide psychic readings. I provide psychic medium readings. That's the difference. But I do have psychic abilities, strong.
Yes.
But I just choose not to foretell people's future in any event. Although, at times my client spirit guides do tell me what will be happening in the near future, but that is through messages, not through my vision.
Haitian, right?
Yes.
Like you're from, and then the other side is Nigerian. Because I watched another video and you was talking about how you have like the best of both worlds because it's like an advantage because you come from a long line of that, right?
Yes, but my father's from Congo, not Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
So when you talking about Nigeria, you're talking about the Palos. You see, you're talking about the Palos, you're talking about the Orishas, you're talking about the Ifas. You're talking about where, real deal spiritual root work was being, people don't play with the Congo. That's basically it. Just people, we don't play that. We get people out. We don't submit to people. And we're in ancient times, Congo was a very sacred landmark. In any event, till this day now, you got the Congo River, right, where people go, as I have seen with my own two eyes, people going and doing rituals in the Congo River because of the energy behind it, right? The energy behind it. A lot of ancestral messages can be, tapped into if you just sit at the tip of it or sit by it. I was, fortunate enough to have that opportunity. But in any event, my mom is, she's Haitian. My mom is very spiritual, very, very spiritual. And my father is not more so like he's spiritual, but he believes in himself. But it doesn't matter what my father says. It's in my blood. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
The DNA information is within the Fe elements of my body. It's in the blood. And if it's in the blood, it's everywhere. So with you, you are going to have to not have to because you have already done so, but you have to maintain this detachedness from the teachings of your father. And I'm only saying this to say that it's genetic. It has been genetically instilled in you because it's coming from your father's side of the family. But you too have the best of both worlds. Why? Because they always say you are what your mama is, and your mama is beginning to become more spiritual or whatnot, or enhancing her spiritualness, so that too gets tapped into or programmed in the genetic coding of the child. Although you may be genetically battling with what your father believes to be true, you are what your mother is. The mother is it supersedes everything. You see, it supersedes everything, and that's why I recommend for you in the near future, even at 18, even probably next year. You want to start with, building a business, a small business with your mom. And again, it may not pick up, right away. It may not pick up right away, but it will pick up with consistency and dedication to the extent that I'm going to tell you another thing that you can do, right? When my clients want to come see me in person, I write whatever comes down to me. Just write whatever comes to you. When somebody will come to you, for a reading, or what you can do is you want to practice on your friends and see how on point you are. Or rather, you want to practice on people that you may not really know. Because your friends, I don't do readings for my friends. Why? Because I feel like I already know everything. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm biased or, whatever the situation is. So, So you want to, practice on people that you may not really know. Go to, a cafe and just meet some friends, or
Okay.
a bookstore or something, and just meet some people and practice. And
Okay.
that's
And
go ahead.
there was like a book that you was reading
Mhm.
on. Like, what book do you recommend for me to like read? Cause I'm like into that too.
Which one in particular?
Like you was reading about like I think you was talking about you was explaining to this lady about Orishas and what to set up for her altar
Mhm.
or something. I don't. You was reading out of a book somewhere.
That book is called. It's not even in my bedroom library because it's in my main library. But that book is called. Go. Let me go get it. Give me a second.
Okay.
That book is called. Oh, I'm gonna get another book that I think that you would like too. Hold on. Okay. Um. Okay, so the book that I normally read is called Encyclopedia of Spirits, the ultimate guide to the ultimate guide to the magic of fairies, genies, demons, ghosts, gods, and goddesses by Judica Ills.
Oh, okay.
Okay, by Judica Ills. And then another book that I recommend for you to get is Natural Mandelas, which is by Lisa Tanzit. 30 new meditation to help you find peace and awareness in the beauty of nature. Now, when you tap into this book, it's gonna be like opening up your pineal gland even more. Opening up your pineal gland even more, because Mandela's deals with different geometric shapes. And this geometric shapes is like exercise to the pineal gland, right? Because we're talking about different dimensions. This is what we came from. We came from different dimensions. So once you give your pineal gland what it's used to, that's how come it gets stronger. The function of the pineal gland gets stronger, on top of you speaking with positivity, on top of you, as you have already been doing this whole transition thing. Now, you know how what was I gonna say? You know how when you gotta you wanna strengthen your eyes, so you do like a eye test, to strengthen your eyes or whatever. Okay, so this is the same way. When you look up these different Mandelas, you're strengthening the pineal gland.
Okay.
Or rather, not strengthening the pineal gland, you're strengthening your all-seeing eye. Not the pineal gland. It's not the gland will work on its own. You're speaking about you talking about the subconscious mind. That's what you're gonna strengthen. You're gonna exercise the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is what deals with spirituality and intuition.
Okay. Okay. And then, are there any like books about tapping into like how our ancestors ate and like the diet that they ate on?
Ooh, what book? I mean, let me tell you, I had a discussion with the good brother Cyrie about that as well. He's a chemist, and he's also a nutritionist, and he's amazing, right? But if you look, I'm gonna tell you without even having to tell you what book. Look at our teeth, right? First and foremost, you want to look at the anatomy of the black people body, the indigenous body, right? Look at, first of all, you want to look at our teeth. You want to look at our digestive system, right? You want to analyze our digestive system. And you also want to analyze you know, our genetic makeup in a sense, right? When I mean my genetic makeups, we understand that we're sun beings, right? Most of the time, some of us cannot take the cold. I mentioned to
Yeah.
him, I mentioned to the brother that at times I was listening to a radio show and the sister was speaking on how at times most people, or rather a lot of black folks, get depressed during the wintertime. Why? Because that sun is lacking. So that goes to show that genetically or biologically we are sun people. So I'm only
Yeah.
saying this to say that in hot climate, in hot climate, most of the stuff that grows are tropical fruits, right? And
Wow.
tropical, greens, not really more so greens because greens is from the earth, but like tropical fruits, things that grows high in the tree. Mangoes, you got mangoes, you got coconuts, etc., etc. So that is one of the main diets, right? That our ancient ancestors indulged in. If you look at the anatomy of our teeth, we do not have veins, right? Veins are shown where? Where do you see veins being shown?
Like on the arms and legs, right?
Veins.
But not in the mouth area.
In the mouth area, but who? You have tigers, you have lions, you have cheetahs. Those are the people that eat meat. They eat meat raw, right? You have not even a gorilla eats meat, and the gorilla is supposed to be one of the strongest animal in the animal kingdom. You see,
wow.
Because the teeth of the gorilla do not have fangs. So I'm only saying this to say that even without even reading a book, you get what I'm saying, without even reading a book, just analyze the body and you can see what type of food that we were meant to eat. Now going into the digestive system, right? You see that it takes 24 hours accordingly, quote unquote, approximately 24 hours to digest food, to process food, to digest food, to absorb the nutrients, etc., etc. Now, take for example, now you gotta ask, okay, well, what kind of food, right? If you look at on my site, I have what is known as a proper a holistic nutritional health guide for people, which this information comes with, right? But if you look at our digestive system, we have the throat, then we have the larynx, we have the esophagus, then we have the stomach. Going into the stomach, we have the small intestines. Going into the small intestines, we have the large intestine. Going into the large intestine, we then have the rectum. Right? That's just brief, right? Then other digestive organs play a part, like the pancreas, the liver, the spleen, etc. But I'm saying this to say that meat, right? Meat. Some meat it takes too long, right? It takes too long to digest. Compared to if you look at the digestive system of a cheetah or a lion, it's a little shorter. The digestive system of an animal that is a natural meat eater is shorter than the digestive system of humans. That right there goes to show you that we shouldn't even be eating the same diet because our digestive system is different.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't really think about that.
Well, you called me. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm honored to be on the phone with you. Don't say it's me. You're the star. You're the star. you're the star. Not, and I wanted to see, how, this other 15-year-old, I have to speak to her as well. Like you guys is like, I'm honored, I'm like your big sister, right? So it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yes, ma'am. I have a question about altars. Like, what do you recipe for me? Like, how do you want me to what's the best way for me to set up my altar? Because I had one, but then I didn't really know what to do with it. Like, I know it's like a focal point where you focus all this energy and stuff to it, but I don't know what to, like, you know, how to set it up.
I want you. Mama Oshun is coming through for you.
Really?
Yeah, Mama Oshun is coming through for you. However, we could get to that, but Mama Oshun is coming through for you in terms of like that gold glitter on your altar. However, as soon as you asked me, as soon as you asked me what should I put up on my altar, they said everything pink. So I'm more so feeling like right now this altar should just be a sacred space, not particularly for anyone, not for anyone in particularly, but just a sacred space for yourself. So when they speak about pink, again, inner, a love, attraction, abundance, peace, balance, because again with Libras have a lot of issues dealing with the heart matters, right? Love, because you guys are ruled by the planet Venus. Venus is the planet of love. So in any event you want to moving forward, you want to always resonate with unconditional love so that you can also attract other people that are resonating on your same vibration. And then you don't have to compromise yourself, or your scales don't have to be, tipped off because you done attracted somebody that has hate, or you done attracted somebody. And again, even if you do attract somebody that has hate, even if you do attract someone that is going through a lot of emotional pain, because you have this altar set up, that you have this unconditional love, you will be able to, that's what it is, you will be able to deal with them because you have superseded that, you have extra energy of love. You know what I'm saying? You're not just balanced with the love, or the energy, the love vibration. You have a lot to give, basically. So it's okay. And you're going to come across those type of people when you do your spiritual work. You're going to come across those people because, again, you have been chosen to do this.
Okay. So, like, I don't know, like, how to balance the, spirituality thing with, like, school. Because I get into, it's a lot of people in my school who are, like, Christians. And it's kind of, like, like, I don't know how to explain it, to, like, go along with them because we think so differently. I think on a different level. So it's just, like, I can't relate to anybody. And I can't, like, talk to anybody about what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking about because nobody is not, and it's kind of hard to deal with.
Well, that's that Libra. You gotta stay balanced. So you're actually being challenged, right? You're actually being put through the right, put through a particular lesson, right? In the real world, that's what happens, right? When you have a job that you can't deal with, or you in a circle with a lot of different people that thinks differently, you're actually being prepared. You're actually being put through an experience to gear you for the near future. Again, beloved, you're 15 years old. You get what I'm saying? You have yo, man. I know I'm gonna be alive when you're 30. I just want to meet you again when you're 30. You know what I'm saying? Like 15 years from now. 15 years from now. Wow. I hope you can heal me. That's all I'm saying. But again, you are going. You know that it's part of it. So it's like that these people, that these people don't think like you. You know that they don't see things the same way. So it's like, okay, well, speak to them on things that they do see. Yes. Can you hear me? I'm saying, if you already know that these other people, don't see things the same way as you do. What I'm saying is speak to them on the things that you do have in common, if there's any.
Okay.
That's it. You don't even want to get involved with the Christian stuff. You don't even want to get involved. You don't want to talk about that. All right, let's just switch the subject. Or you don't have to even mention. You don't even have to mention that you're switching the subject. You just switch the subject.
Okay. All right.
All right, beloved. So I thank you. I thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
When you seen the past life thing, I got chills all over my body. I was like, oh my god.
Really?
It was, yes, because my mom, she did my reading one time, and she said I should start like getting involved with teaching and stuff like that, and it was like funny that you said that, and it was like it was crazy.
It's all about divine appointment. It's all about divine appointment. And again, this session has been recorded. And when I post it, I'm going to post this up with joy and happiness. And, so I'm going to make sure the title is, real catchy so that people can see that it's people coming to me as young as 15 years old. So this is a good thing for us. This is a good thing that we're waking up as young as you are. So it's an honor to be the one to further assist you. I thank you. I know that you will continue to do well. May the Creator continue to bless you and open the doors for you and your mother, to find truth and happiness within, as you have a mission to complete and fulfill. So I salute you. Have a great day, my sister. I love you externally, internally, abundantly, and universally. Creator bless.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. You're welcome. Have a great day. Bye-bye.